My name is Angelica Gicella, and I'm a humanitarian. I'm acting in the best interest of all humanity. I have seen different things in the world, and I am mentioning this to inform others so that they know to be cautious of all food places, restaurants, places that sell produce, vegetables, fruits, drinkables, items baked fresh, cooked chicken, produced by humans that are not wearing a mask. I've seen in, not to mention names, but in Walmart, in McDonald's, these are major retailers, the ones of food, such as Walmart in Canada, in particular in Guelph City, Ontario, Canada, for humans to be cautious, to help file complaints as needed properly to the managers to make sure that they respect the health and lives of all their customers that are humans with valuable lives, with a dignity of God that is worth respecting, that belongs to God. By law, there are health and safety boards laws that they have to abide by, but are not. They cannot endanger the health and safety, the lives of. They have thousands of customers, of humans, animals, then they have food that humans purchase that potentially have the virus, coronavirus, and variant strains, different bacteria, germs that every different human have spread because they stop putting sanitizers at the entrance and exits of stores. They haven't been screening for proof of three or four even booster shot vaccination with masks on. No humans are wearing any mask. No one is screening at the door if anyone is to wear a mask. If not, they cannot be let in, especially in the produce sections. The humans that they're employing are actually not wearing masks, working with the food, vegetables, produce, fish, chicken. Those working preparing the heated food section, the food in that section rather, are not wearing masks. It is disgusting in itself, but and disrespectful of other humans, how they have no respect for their own health and well-being and have no right to endanger the health and safety and lives of other humans, especially after millions, trillions have suffered and died with coronavirus, monkeypox, avian influenza virus. Not only humans, children lost parents, parents lost children. 100 millions of people did their part to prevent the spread in long-term care medical facilities. Children did their part staying home, crying, couldn't socialize, play, did their part to prevent this virus from spreading and from mutating. If it was prevented from spreading, staying longer on the earth, the longer the virus stayed on earth, it changed forms, and there are no vaccines for the variant, subvariant strains. Even it is stated that the Omicron variant of coronavirus has a subvariant, has mutated forms, and there is no vaccine for it, against it rather. There are no cures. Someone in the government or somewhere in higher level offices or illegally, wrongly, falsely stated misinformation on the part of the retailers wanting to make money but at the risk of endangering the health and lives of 100 million people and having this virus spread at the worst time when it nearly needs to be stopped and then gone from the world. Retailers such as Walmart have no respect for their own health and lives and employ those workers that even don't even have the respect for their own health and lives to wear a mask or not be and not work there. They know they have no right to endanger their own health and lives and employ those workers, especially in the food produce sections where they're breathing air and internalized have their own germs spread from who knows where they travel from. Humans travel, such as in Guelph, other cities, from one city to another, where there are different strains of different viruses. Even the common cold, humans walking around, working with the food for hours, no one screening anything, as I said, for any proof of vaccination, even workers that work directly breathing on the food that are sold to customers, grapes, vegetables, fish, chicken, produce, breathed on by one human to another in according to health and safety board laws, bioethics laws in whole world, especially where food produce is sold, have to wear a mask even when there's no worldwide pandemic such as coronavirus and variant strains. Out of respect of the health and lives of humans that are working with food to not spread any germs, colds, even as a virus, spread from one human to another on food surfaces, out of respect of the food, the produce, the non-religious and religious know to respect the dignity of God within a human, a valuable life that has to be respected by all. The brain physical health cannot be disrespected by anyone and especially cannot make pay to be a worker working with food and not care enough to respect their own health and life and have no right to sin against endanger the health and safety and lives and well-being of other humans, children that have parents that could potentially become ill with a virus, and then the children have no parents, they have loved pets that have lose parents, caregivers, no one to feed them, to buy them food. Pet food, bird feed food is affected, no workers wearing the masks. Humans walking in and out, 100 to 1,000 a day, every day, different humans, spreading on surfaces, taking that to their homes, to the children, and eating the food. Nothing sanitized, not even hand sanitizers at doors anymore, no one screening anything to help prevent the spread of this virus at the worst time. Managers not polite, referring one to the head, saying that the government and someone else might have lifted restrictions to speak with them. They are not respectful of their customers, humans, and have no right to be employed. By law under God can easily be fired. They have similar serious if humans are affected by this and virus spreads in the world are morally responsible for the health failing and safety disrespected of humans, children, animals. They have no right to do. It is also human freedom of choice to avoid these places, to file the complaint, to make sure they have screeners hired, especially humans working with masks in front of food and with food, produce, chicken, fish, and then those and also most Walmarts have a McDonald's nearby in the same building, and those humans are not wearing a mask. Making preparing the food, as all humans know, workers have to wear a mask when working with food and gloves or not. Handling food with hands, it is disgusting. It is a disrespect of human life and health, and a lot of humans of all ages working employed in McDonald's, young and old, teenagers and old people, human of all ages, with managers not caring and spreading who knows what virus germs to others on the food. I told humans and have to respect to care easily but safely to managers There are laws in place on earth. Lawyers know, all humans know, have rights. Children have rights, their health to be respected. All humans, parents have animals, have rights. By law, under God, bioethics, life respecting laws are in place. Places such as this cannot open the doors working with food and not wearing the mask. Those with working the food, the cashiers, the workers, especially with food produce, drinkables, animal food. Other items as well have a place of potential spread of virus. Coronavirus is not gone from the world and variant strains. As stated, the longer it stays, it changes forms. There are no vaccines and it will never leave the earth. Humans did depart over 4 years. Then humans illegally someone lifted restrictions. Maybe the managers themselves to make money don't care and cannot do by law under God. Humans have to act to phone the managers and head of the companies and then the governing bodies that stated that these restrictions were lifted. Doctors are against these restrictions lifted. It is the worst time for them to lift any restrictions for humans not to wear a mask. There are some stated for those masks not to be worn by those that are fully vaccinated, in quotations. There are no humans that are fully vaccinated. A human that is 3 or 4 booster shot vaccinated against certain strains doesn't mean they're vaccinated against any all strains of coronavirus or any other viruses. This is not even true information and cannot be put online, but was, and humans misinformed and no one wearing the mask. There's 2, 3 people that care, and the rest, these doors have to be closed. The managers cannot make pay, have to resign, hire other humans that care, or close the doors entirely. Hire employees that care and respect the health and lives when they're employed. Ask that, are you going to respect other customers? These are valuable humans willing that are driving distances for to pay money to go buy food that is safe for them to consume, with no viruses on the surface, germs, bacteria, and a place with managers that care to hire employees that wear a mask, that respect the health of lives of themselves as they want to be treated, to have no viruses and germs spread from human breathing on food, to think of this and hire employees that care as well, to respect these valuable lives of customers, parents that have children, to think of these and animals but are not. There are 100 workers employed not wearing a mask, even near food, and humans walking in and out 2,000 a day, the next day another 1,000, spreading who knows what to who, taking it home after millions suffered in wards and children at home not going to school, places closed, people lost jobs, more people admitted to hospitals in recent months. And this is a disrespect of human life and health and dignity of a valuable life of God on the part of humans making money while humans are suffering. They cannot legally make pay by law under God and has to be stopped. This is not only in Guelph, seen in Ontario, Canada, in many countries in the world. Even as stated, without coronavirus in the world, all food workers by law have safety board laws in place that they cannot make food, prepare food in with their hands. They have to wear proper gloves, have proper sanitization, uh, sanitizing products there, sterilize properly scanned surfaces to prevent any all types of germs, breathables, microbes to the surface from the workers out of respect of human life for the food and other humans. They have no right to spread any germs, virus, bacteria, and even cause sneeze, common cold to and food to other humans as known out of respect of one life and health to one for another. They cannot make pay if they're ill or not even allowed to work that day. The managers know, employing who knows who, and still not telling them to wear the mask. And are making pay and go home to their families and spread who knows what to who. After millions still suffered on the earth horrendously and died and lost parents have no parents to live homeless on the street, children, no one to feed them, animals in the whole world. I was there, I've seen. I don't even want to say how humans suffer in ward alone, in isolation, preventing spread, while millions negligent now, not wearing masks. Even the Pope have endangered 100,000 people in St. Peter's Square, one prayer session after another. Kissing babies on the forehead, medical staff against this, no one acting upon anything to enforce, but there are laws in place. If humans act, these humans can be fired by law under God immediately. Put the phone calls when safe to do them to the McDonald's, to these Walmart. Make sure that they wear the mask. There are 100 million people that need the food to be safe to internalize. If they're not going to care, respect the customers, they obviously cannot make pay. They're number one asked when they're employed. Are you going to respect the health and lives of customers, valuable humans? Are you going to hire employees that care, respect the health and lives of others, wear masks with food, especially in these stores and cashiers? If not, I will not hire you. I cannot give you money pay to disrespect the health and life and spread germs, viruses on food, process food, to disrespect the health and lives and spread germs worldwide, pandemics resulting to other humans that will ingest this in their mouth, breathe on germs, viruses, who knows what, to other humans, children, and animals. But they still hire these people, are giving them pay, are making money themselves while human lives are suffering and lost. And spreading to all humans, the longer the virus stays, it mutates and there's no vaccines and worse, and never leave the earth. All economy go down, no one has jobs, lives lost, children lost, parents have no one to care for them for the rest of their life, homeless, on the street, freezing, with no food and water. No animals, and their pets rather have lives lost, suffering respiratory ailments they cannot heal, crying of emotion, soul, suffered horrendously for years, and this has been spread now in the world because humans negligent. I even cared and went to McDonald's, told is safe, told for humans too. The manager spoke. I have to always and ask the customer service rep, say to wear a mask, working with food. At least I cared. Then I always goes from one to the manager to the next manager. Manager was rude and cannot be, and disrespected me. Human disabled too, told and cared to put a mask on all employees or close the doors. These humans have no respect for human life and health, and need humans to call safely to their main governing bodies. These humans in the these are McDonald's, selling million chicken burgers to humans of produce. These old children, mostly toddlers, they're sitting with parents, disabled people of all kinds, and old people of all ages, most vulnerable to the viruses, internalizing all day, no one caring to screen for anything, and the customers don't even care to respect this either, nor a mask. I avoid McDonald's entirely and Walmart, and I advise everyone to do so as well. To act, if really need as food source to find managers, they have to fire those by law, easy to do. With these words stated, and to follow up and find a certain manager that will care and enforce the COVID prevention rules. And working with health and safety board laws, respecting bioethics, life laws of humans, their valuable customers. No, they drive far to have safe produce with no virus, bacteria, by humans putting a mask even to work with food. Out of respect of their own health and lives and of others, of living animals, they have no right to endanger their health and lives, and under God or judge recorded. If they don't respect humans, cannot make pay. These humans, workers that are not gonna willing to wear a mask, cannot be employed and given money to endanger the health and lives, do morally wrong, and sin against other humans. Potentially spread virus on surface and on food, respected by God. These are food, according to God, is these are living produce, is produced, has to be respected as well, not have humans breathing any old germs, virus spread on these surfaces that cannot be sanitized. Can maybe have water to wash off the surfaces somewhat, but no, there are no hand sanitizers, any sanitizers without chemicals, disinfectants that can kill virus off the food surfaces. It is very dangerous on produce for humans, even without coronavirus, to work without masks, as everyone knows, and they're not wearing the mask. So I'm cautioning all humans to be careful in Guelph City, to respect and stay away from it. Go to places where humans care and respect the health and lives of others. You will save your own health and respect others. File complaints if you can, is easy to do, safe by phone, online, and follow up if they actually close the doors. By health and safety board laws, they cannot endanger the health and lives of any human, including their own, and have to respect the food, especially industry, those workers and those hiring. There are teenagers working at McDonald's, old people of all ages, not wearing masks with food and talking to customers thousands throughout each day, different humans, and going to Walmart spreading on other food surfaces too. After they just ingested other germs and virus on food breathed from other humans already. So I'm mentioning this for everyone to be informed, to think of their own health and lives as they want to be respected and treated with respect, not to trust everything on the news, of everything online, and do what is best interest in your own health. If you know it was everyone wearing a mask and suddenly everyone isn't, there's something fishy. Remember to wear the mask. The virus doesn't disappear in an instant. It has changed forms at the worst time. There are no vaccines. Be safe. Take care of your own health. Inform others this way. You have simple rules, words to use in your best interest. To call safely, speak to managers with a mask. They have to act. If they don't, there are laws, legal free clinics to ask advice about. Medical, these are health and safety board laws that can these boards that act to close the doors. Make sure the managers put enforce wearing a mask to those they employ, or they cannot give them pay and they cannot make pay to sell food with viruses on it, spread germs to humans, to ingest in mouth and internalize drinking, to children, disabled people, old people, most vulnerable and cannot fight off any virus, bacteria, germs foreign to their physicality. By law under God, they cannot do this, and out of respect of Jesus, they cannot sin against another life and make pay for it. To endanger the health and lives and breathe on food. It is, has to be respected, as everyone knows. Food, chicken, especially produce from live animals, was made and has to be, can't have anyone breathing, disrespecting it with any virus, germs, bacteria, coronavirus variant strains on it on the food surface and spread to others to ingest, to eat, and make money for it. Then go home not caring, but humans suffer, became ill, internalize it, and they lost lives, are suffering in hospital with no cures. Respiratory ailments, health concern, nausea, different symptoms humans don't can possibly handle and don't deserve, and suffer horrendously long time with humans, others affected, lose job time, children lost lives, parents and animals as stated, and is not allowed to risk one life, a human, to disrespect another by not wearing a mask, especially when working with food, and make pay for it. So humans, please be human earth angels, selflessly act. Use this video, the information in it, legally binding on earth in heaven. On the earth, there are easy health safety board bioethics laws in place for proper reasons to protect the health and safety well-being of all humans, children, animals, living creatures, and nature. The produce itself to be respected, all God's life, nature, vegetables, fruit, the animals, chicken, as stated, produce, lives lost to for food for humans, to not have humans disrespect and breed virus germs of all kinds on it, and to have it internalized by someone else. Internally is not inhaled as inhaled too from the surfaces last on food surface from days to hours at time. Then brought home to other places, not sanitized. Humans cannot sterilize their houses. These are only done sterilization in specific in labs. Viruses cannot be killed unless they're killed at a certain sterilization lab in very high temperatures. This is not done in humans, even barely. It cannot be done even in human dryers with high temperatures and clothing for clothing purposes. So definitely cannot be done for food, as humans know. So humans, please do your part to continue to wear the mask. There are new 4-layer, 5-layer masks. Act in your own best interest of your health and others. Wear a mask that you can obviously still breathe with, but stay even with wearing a mask, even 3 or 4 booster shot vaccinated, to stay away 2 meters from other humans and those working with food, to really be intelligent, knowing that they can still breathe if they had a virus, to stay away from food. Breathe it on the side of the mask onto food produce they have no right to do out of respect of the produce, the food, and other humans and lives, and their own health and lives and dignity. By law, under God, they have to respect this and cannot make money for endangering their own health and lives and that of others, and disrespecting the produce that belongs to God has to be respected as well. By law, under God, all religious, non-religious know what this means. All those in the governments, in the states, in Canada, the prime ministers, premiers, those that have the boards and others working under them are not doing their job. They have no right to do this. The humans have emails to these ones can act. Please do. Make sure to follow up that they're doing their job. Humans file complaint in most situations and are one led through one manager to another. They're still making the money. Humans' lives suffering and loss they no right to do, but are judged accordingly on earth by God and don't get away with it. But humans don't want to suffer. They want this virus already finally gone. Variant strains, if they help prevent it more, wear the mask even more, then it will die out entirely, prevent and spread from one to another, and surfaces will be gone, and then people can open the doors and still have to wear masks working with food though. And those the cashiers at Walmart, the ones in McDonald's have to, even if the virus is gone, to wear a mask when working with food and gloves. So, humans, act in your own best interest of health. I'm warning you, if you see them at the doors, they're not screening, you write to contact a manager. Don't buy any food that you think will endanger your life on produce. Maybe buy a packaged food item. They're not wearing the mask near food. Think even with the virus gone or not, coronavirus is not gone from the world. There are different worse strains that spread faster from one human to animals. No one has the right to catch and spread to others, especially on produce, and work there make pay. They know not to do. They're not insane. They cannot plead insanity under any laws, courts on earth or in heaven. They know what is doing they're doing is morally wrong and making pay anyway, working with food without wearing the mask. If the restrictions are lifted, it doesn't mean that these workers don't have to wear the mask. They have to wear the mask by law under God, when especially working with food. and produce and foods with is produced heated in chicken, other cake bakeries type areas there associated with Walmart in this example. And the food place there where the animals food is bird feed, seeds, all surfaces for the spread of the germs, viruses. The animals have life valuable of emotions, personality, soul. They don't deserve to be disrespected and suffer by law under God. Health and Safety Board laws, animal rights laws, Health Safety Board, all types of different laws are in place for proper reasons on earth and in heaven, have to be respected by all religions or not, and working in these stores. Humans have rights and have to be respected by all managers. They are employed to work with humans. If they are not, they have to be fired and hire someone who cares, who will respect these main laws. They notice when employed what laws they have to know about. They know what health and safety board laws are. They know what bioethics laws are and have to respect them and hire employees accordingly. In the food area, in the food area for animals, for humans, for babies, and for the cashiers that handle the food produce, especially packaged food items, still a surface potential spread of virus germs from hours, different surfaces to days, nights at a time. The virus doesn't die instantly, even in sub-zero cold temperatures. It travels faster in the cold from one human breathing from their mouth nose to another, and almost approximately up to 2 meters away. And the more strains travel even faster to other humans, have more symptoms, and no way for anyone to fight them off. In terms of having antibodies, no one is immune, no, there are no cures. As stated, to inform humans to care, act safe even in person, if not wear the mask, inform the managers, make sure they actually do something. Most are not. It is a beyond disrespect of humanity, lives and health, and make pay for it. How they live with themselves, I don't know, but it is true. If humans act accordingly and phone these offices and find out who said they lifted restrictions, if they are either making a bullshit and can't, so they open their doors, and the board's not looking into this, can't. The health safety boards in Ontario, in Canada, Toronto, Guelph are not doing their job. Clearly, it has been seen in years. They're making pay, not doing their job, and 100 million people suffered and lives lost. Economy went down, no jobs, people lost lives, had to take days off, children lost parents, and no one to take care of them. Homeless and animals' life lost, no one to take care of them, and lost their infant lives suffering in hospitals. Didn't need deserve to suffer if humans did their job they were trained to do. They studied most 4 years to do, paid the money, parents helped them with studies, loved the mother, cared for their womb, raised them right, and then they morally have no right to do wrong out of respect of their mother. God love creation. Humans have dignity of God to be respected, their health, well-being, life, free of joy, the rights to be informed, to be treated with respect. Every manager knows right away when employing, as stated, their employees. The employees swear oath to God, in essence, contracts honored legally in heaven, spoken in heart, soul, recorded. If they're gonna respect the health and lives and produce and what they work with of all humans and animals, customers. If not, they will not be hired and are not allowed to make pay to disrespect the health and lives of others, but are doing hundreds. That's in one store alone. There are 100 to 1,000 workers with no masks. And in McDonald's, it is in itself, as even a child can see, is disgusting and right to walk away and not go there in first place. Save your own health and lives. Avoid these places, and please ask. The more phone calls made, simple, one even human, but more people act. To the managers there are phone numbers. Call this place. See, there's no masks. Tell them to wear it. Enforce this. There are laws. They have to close the doors. They cannot admit any customers until they wear a mask. The ones in the cashier working, handling the food, drinks, and making the food have to wear gloves. Also, coronavirus or not, rather, out of respect of the health, lives, and dignity by law, these are all in court, legally binding. These are words, truth, inalienable on the earth, religious or not, that are have to be respected on this earth by all humans and all know in all job descriptions, and cannot make pay to disrespect these, endanger the health, well-being, lives, and safety of 100 million people and food produce. So please, whoever has a heart, please take unsafe to do, simple phone calls, the emails there, complaints departments mainly need to be dealt with the actual managers of McDonald's of that particular place of McDonald's, then the Walmart managers. They'll direct you to the other head managers. But take the few seconds it takes or waiting time and file the complaints. Tell these exact words to respect the health and lives and dignity of their valued customers, humans. They cannot spread germs, viruses on produce, especially, and have people walking in and out of the store not screening, not sanitizing them anymore. Enforcing that, mentioning to or use sanitizer to limit this, prevent the spread. In some way, at least prevents it from surfaces. Wearing the mask, preventive, and to make sure people are let only certain number into the store at a time. Are not doing. People walking in and out, children carrying children, no masks. Too close to the parents. Other these humans walking in and out. Who knows what? Some have little animals, dogs with them. Breathing who knows what from where. Traveling, it was cold temperatures, too ill with different, even normal cold symptoms is a virus. Spread from who knows what one human to another to surfaces after 100 million suffered and died and is not gone from the world. And in effect, spread more because they didn't wear the mask. Thousands to hundreds in the past weeks alone, in one store alone, and to McDonald's, ingested it in the mouth and spread to home to other people. And stopped most likely working there after I complained. And I was rudely told to leave. But a manager who was more bent on making a paycheck than respecting told the other customers, I told them they're not acting in best interest, so don't eat the food and they'll endanger life or the mask and leave. So, in other cities, countries, restrictions I'm saying have illegally been lifted for the wrong reasons by someone not even stated online. They're weaseling their way out, humans making money, people are suffering, no boards following up, doing their job, have to be fired, and have kind humans that need the money, obviously, in these times to have a job, would actually care and do their job, and follow up and phone the stores, look on security videos, see there's no one wearing a mask, close the doors, or enforce them to wear masks. By law, health and safety, respecting of humans' valuable lives, that one life affects another life, have to respect this and cannot give them money if they don't, for paycheck purposes. Online, Walmart is not respecting humans either. It is obvious. This is a major retailer and have no heart and are employed millions. Turn one humanist customer service to another to a manager takes minutes to hours and they accomplish absolutely nothing and still make the pay. And I followed up for days of other things to help humans, and they did accomplish absolutely nothing. To help humans to care for their valued customers. That is in Guelph on the Woodland. That street address alone and McDonald's. So humans to care for your own health and lives to stay away till it's resolved or put phone calls to make sure that they have a mask on. Go to a different place, produce that is safe where humans that care and make money when they care to wear a mask, to respect your health and lives, and the food items and of animals and nature, and they don't disrespect humans that way. No, they have no right to do. They can be legally fired immediately, pay taken away for disrespect the health and lives and safety of others. Please act, every second counts. Be safe though, never endanger your life. Safely phone over the phone, even managers when seen at safe distance. They have a right. They have to respect customers and treat them. They cannot verbally abuse anyone. They have to have the act in the best interest of their health and lives as humans of themselves as they want to be treated. They're not even wearing the mask. Obviously, they have no respect for them, their employees as humans, and any other human. They have to be fired and hired a new human staff or close entire facility. There are other restaurants known that other humans know of to please act, no one doing anything, no one filing complaints, going in and out. The virus is not gone, and other germs in itself, especially when working with food. Humans are not screened anymore, even other places. Some maybe Tim Hortons wear a mask, but they're not screening for the people sit there 2 to 3 hours and socializing less than 2 meters away with no masks, some not even vaccinated. Some 3 or 4, but that is unknown where they came from, and then cold temperatures were spread throughout. To be advised, so act in your best interest, go to safe places with not many people working, but cover their faces, mask, work with their gloves on with food. Save your own health and lives, especially if you have children, animals with respiratory tracts care. Do your report. Put the complaints in when safe to do, even over the phone when safe, at a distance from humans, managers. You can file the charges. They are can legally be put on there on to close the doors. No one has a right to verbally abuse anyone, especially in their job description. All humans have rights to be heard and they have to act accordingly to respect their lives and to treat with respect, even verbally, politely, to hear and act right away what a human valuable life is telling them to respect their employees and manager to wear a mask and all their customers. Humans that are children, disabled, old people, they have to respect. There are laws, as everyone knows, according to these as well, that have to be respected on this earth and under God. So use these words to your benefit, help put a stop to this. Humans not wearing masks, especially with food, drinkables. Care for, respect your own health and children. Wear the mask as long as possible. Wear it even if no one's wearing it. If you think it's safer for your health, humans have a right to wear the mask even if COVID's gone. Prevent if they have a cold to spread to others, germs of any kind. Respect out of themselves and others and children and animals. A human's right to wear the mask as long as they choose. Their health is most important and cannot be healed in any way. There are no miracle workers on earth, so best for humans to care and respect their health and wear the mask. As long as these unearthed pandemics are not gone, they don't disappear instantly. Please see the Earth Angel Help website and Angelica Gichela Earth Angel YouTube channel for other COVID prevention videos detailed out of respect of the health and lives and dignity of all and children and animals, especially with respiratory tracts, lungs, breathing, nose, don't deserve to suffer any health concerns that God doesn't believe they deserve to suffer, especially viruses, especially by humans being negligent, not wearing a mask. to prevent it from spreading, then it will, if they prevent it from spreading, will, as I stated, die out. Then humans cannot wear the mask and socialize freely, and children will be happy. People in medical long term care facilities can go outside. They've been kept indoors. It is not easy for them to prevent spread to other patients. They have nothing to do there. It is not respectful of what these humans are doing in the food industry, especially, and cannot go on. So please help put a stop to this. People being negligent, file the proper takes few seconds. iPhones everyone has, cell phones, complaint department on the phone, on the laptop. Take time, put the manager's name down. If they don't act right away, they can investigate, involve. I don't know how this is done. Maybe police ask them. Then they can give the appropriate number to the boards, health safety boards that can close these places deemed hazardous to human health by health and safety boards easily, and prevent the health and failing and suffering of thousands to 100 million people in matters to days, weeks' time.